Toy prices skyrocketing 50%? Tariffs are coming, and your Black Series shelf might feel it first.
Let's break it down, Jedi style, before your wallet gets force choked.
Learn on the Force.
Hey collectors, welcome back to Jedi Twins. Today, we're diving into something that could hit us harder than stepping on a loose Lego brick at midnight.
Yep, we're talking about tariffs. Specifically, how they might cause toy prices to jump by up to 50% in 2025. But don't panic. We're breaking it down in Jedi fashion. Balanced, educational, and yeah, with a few lightsaber puns along the way.
So first off, what's actually happening? The U.S. is looking to reimpose and expand tariffs on Chinese goods. And yes, that includes toys. These new tariffs are scheduled to go into effect on July 1st, 2025. These aren't random price hikes or a cash grab by the government.
Right. These tariffs are strategic. Think of them like pressing pause in a video game to reset your controls. They're a tool, temporary, meant to bring countries like China to the negotiating table and rebalance trade for the first time in over 40 years.
Tariffs aren't new. The U.S. has used them throughout history, from the Smoot-Hawley Act of 1930 to the Reagan-era steel tariffs. The results? Mixed. Sometimes they protect industries, sometimes they raise prices, but they've always aimed to force a fairer deal.
Here's the bigger story. Since the 1980s, the U.S. has operated under trade agreements where, frankly, it's been playing on hard mode. Many foreign countries have taken advantage of America's open trade policies. These tariffs are a way to hit reset.
And so far, they've worked. Several countries have already come back to the table. New trade deals are being negotiated with the goal of freer, fairer trade that benefits everyone long term.
But in the short term, it might hurt, especially for toy collectors like us. Let's talk about what this means for our shelves and our wallets. If successful, the long-term results might look like this. Stronger domestic manufacturing. Reduced reliance on China for critical goods. More balanced trade deals that support American jobs and innovation. A more level playing field for U.S.-based companies and global markets.
Let's talk Hasbro, the powerhouse behind Star Wars, Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe, and Transformers. Founded in 1923, Hasbro started with pencil boxes and school supplies. It wasn't until the 1960s, with the introduction of G.I. Joe, that it became a toy titan.
In the 1970s, Hasbro picked up the Star Wars license, and boom, history was made. Fast forward to today, and Hasbro's manufacturing? Mostly based in China and Vietnam. So when tariffs hit imports from China, yeah, you guessed it, prices could rise.
And not just by a few bucks. Some analysts are projecting a 25 to 50% price increase depending on the category. For action figures, that means your $24.99 Black Series Stormtrooper could jump to $35 to $40.
Whew. Suddenly army building doesn't sound quite as fun, huh? Tariff impact on Hasbro lines. Star Wars Black Series, up to 40% increase. Marvel Legends, 30 to 50% depending on accessories. Transformers, 25 to 45% due to complexity in parts. G.I. Joe Classified, likely 30% average hike.
So where does this go? Here are a few possible paths.
Option 1, quick trade deals. Best case scenario, countries renegotiate fast. Tariffs are rolled back and prices stay mostly stable.
Option 2, supply chain shift. Toy companies move production to countries like India or Vietnam, but that takes time, and your figures may be delayed. like pre-orders from 2021.
Option 3, long-term tariffs. If negotiations drag on, companies either eat the cost or pass it on to us. Spoiler alert, they're probably passing it on.
Collectors may become pickier, buying fewer items, waiting for sales, or moving toward digital collecting, like NFT-based toys or in-game assets. Or the secondhand market, meaning pre-owned action figures through platforms like eBay, Mercari, toy shows, and Facebook groups. You might start hunting for vintage Boba Fetts instead of grabbing every new deluxe figure off the shelf.
So what can we do? First, don't panic. This isn't the end of action figure collecting. It's just a shift.
Consider pre-ordering key items before tariffs go into effect. Watch for deals. Support retailers offering price protection. And hey, maybe hold off on army building just a little.
And stay informed. These are temporary measures, not permanent policies. The goal is freer trade, not punishing consumers. If successful, negotiations could even lead to lower prices and better competition in the long run.
So, will toy prices jump 50%? Maybe, but it's not a certainty. And there's strategy behind the scenes that could stabilize things.
If you learned something new today, hit that like button, subscribe for more toy news and collecting tips, and drop a comment below. Will you change your buying habits if prices rise?
Until next time, may your figures be minty, your shelves sturdy, and your wallet slightly less terrified. I'm Jedi Joy.
And I'm Jedi Jill.
May the Force be with you.